Cut that out, production.
That's how
Live from the MC.
Did we finally cut that long ass applause?
No,
No.
it hasn't
right.
not been cut out.
We gotta cut that shit.
It has not been cut out. But yes, nonetheless, Stacks the Plug is here. Also,
Live from the MC.
we're the DP. Welcome back, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
yes.
We're here once again. Right now, we have very special guests.
Yes.
If you didn't know them before, then you might know them now.
Might. No. There's no might.
You
You're
are
about
gonna
to
know them,
fucking
now.
know them now.
Mandatory. All right, let's start. Sha the artist,
Yep, shout out artists.
Bongee,
It's your boy.
rapping Brooklyn. Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn.
Flatbush.
Flatbush. And what we talking about here? Drill or rap or multi?
So,
like
before
a little
we
bit
get
of
all the way
everything.
in there,
Wha-
just introduce yourselves. You know what I'm saying? What you about? What you do? You know what
Thank
I'm
you,
saying?
Stacks.
Yo.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
He getting ahead of himself.
Yes.
Yo, it's Gucci Philly. This is shout out artists. I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. Label Vision, that's the team.
Let's go.
Bongee with me, you feel me? Going OD. We got Gelato Freestyle out right now.
Hold on.
Yes.
Yes.
Applause. Fucking applause.
Yes.
It's your boy Bongee.
Bongee. Yeah,
let's do
Bongee.
it. That's fine.
Yo, once again, man.
Fucking
Infinite
production.
fucking ammo, man. Hit that shit.
Let's go.
Run it back.
We got our man Sha the artist repping Brooklyn, and then we also have our boy
Bongee from Flatbush, Brooklyn.
ooh Flatbush. Stand up, man.
Flatbush.
Like that. Because it's not just Brooklyn. And I understand it because I never say I'm from Manhattan. I say I'm from Dyckman.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. You don't just say BK.
Yeah, we got the best kush, you feel me? Shout out
Yo,
Brooklyn.
that's not the first time I've heard that.
For
One of
real?
my boys is from Flatbush, and he used to bring some fire.
Telling you,
He
Brody.
used to bring some fire. So I definitely believe that. So what are you guys about? Like, talk to us. You know what I mean? We could introduce y'all all day. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, man. Let's get
Talk
the
to us a little
rundown,
bit
man.
about-
We really want to know what's
you know
going on.
what
Yo,
your
so-
talent is.
Yeah, so I'm shout out artist. I just now dropped. You mentioned if we was talking about drill and shit like that. I just dropped a mixtape called Drill and B. So right there, I used to do like melodic music before I did the drill and B. You feel me? Because you know
Yeah.
New York is in a drill mode right now. You feel me?
is.
So it's like instead of just hopping on the drill, I found a way to put myself together with it, and I mix R&B with drill. So I call it Drill and B, and I dropped the
Oh,
tape.
dope.
Yeah.
Dope. That's a dope concept.
So right
Man
now,
said
we
drill
just-
and beat.
Exactly.
that.
So
Okay.
we're just working with that right now. Label Vision is the team.
So can I ask y'all as like because I'm a little older, what is it that makes drill opposed to regular rap? So what is it that makes it different than just regular rap?
Drill from regular rap is different because it's what people actually been through. You feel me? So they gonna put it in a song. They not gonna. I can't explain it, but run it back.
So
I'm
you
know
can't
what I
be
mean,
fake
but
if
you
you
feel
out
me?
here running
Yeah.
and talking about drill
Yeah,
music.
You feel me? Some niggas actually been through this shit and they actually went through all this shit. So they could they know how to, that's the only thing they know how to talk about. You feel
Okay.
me? A lot of niggas don't know how to talk about all the goody shit, all the nice shit. They never had none of that. So
Right.
they talk about all the, feel me? Shit in the trenches.
Shit from the gutter.
That's
Shit from the
That's
gutter
it.
where you
Got
from.
out the
That's
fucking
it.
mud, you heard?
I respect that. That's true. I mean, from what I understand, it's like, you can make a rap track about bitches and
Yeah.
popping bottles in the club and bullshit
Yeah.
like that. So I'm guessing drill's a little bit more gutter,
How-
a little bit more like that.
How I see drill is like, I see it from like a Martin Luther King standpoint.
Yeah.
And let me explain it. 'cause
Okay.
it's
Yes,
like,
please. Let's get into that.
If you want to talk about like, when you talk about like, all right, so you have the civil rights back in the Jim Crow law, boom, boom. And a lot of that was the main topic. Like, that was really going on. The black people, there was violence, but we was more together because we was against our oppressors, more the white people back then. We was against them. We was coming together.
Yeah.
But as we separated, you got the you know, the violent movies. You like Friday. You got the
Right.
rap songs,
Yeah.
Corrupted, all the other stuff. You feel me? And that's when we definitely just started to, yeah, fuck.
Kind of like just fall into the bullshit. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we started to fall into the bullshit type shit. You feel me? No, basically, not even fall into the bullshit. So right now, we're living in a time of mass incarceration.
Yes.
It's not the Jim Crow law. Right now, it's mass incarceration. So it's like, so, and black on black violence, right? So I think drill rappers is the voice of the people. I think they're the new voice of the people. And now you don't need a stage and a bunch of posters and a church like Martin Luther King and them needed back then. Now you could just go on the internet and be your own little protester for your community. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel like it's like a chosen one from people's community speaking about what the people is going through, because
Okay.
people don't have that voice. You feel me?
Yeah. And now, I mean, I think it's like you said, it's a different time. Like, you don't need to go grovel to a fucking studio or some label that's trying to take all your bread and take, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's a different wave, and it's given a lot of people that before wouldn't have a voice, a way to reach a lot of people, bro.
Yeah.
So that's
Before we
alright.
carry on, like, can I ask you guys, like, how old are you guys?
I'm 21.
19.
I'm 21.
You're 21?
19.
19?
No savage, you heard? It's the age.
Yeah, you guys out here young putting in this work, so you gotta respect that.
Absolutely, bro.
Got to.
Absolutely.
How long have you guys been rapping?
Well, I've been rapping like.
Talking to the mic.
I've been doing music like my mom and my father. They both do music and shit. So
Yeah?
I've always been around music. Yeah, but like I've been taking music seriously like 2016. So like 2016. That's when I started to rap. So let me tell you how I got the name Shaw the Artist, because it's like I used to sing before. Before I used to rap, I used to sing and shit. So once I started noticing I could rap in 2016, I'm like, you know what? Like, so my name was Shaw the Singer. So I'm like, you know what? So because I know how to rap, do I got to put Shaw the Rapper? I'm like, no, I could just put Shaw the Artist, and I guess all of it in one.
Ooh,
you know
that's
what I
a dope
Yeah,
perspective.
so exactly. That's the reason why I did that.
So now you get a little background into where kind of the drill and, what was it, drill and beat?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Drill and beat, yeah.
Exactly. And I never even seen it like that. Yeah, and that
You
makes
feel me?
perfect
So-
sense that I made
No,
drill
yeah, and that's
beat
a
later.
dope concept, because it's like you're forming like a sound within yourself. Because I've also heard artists, like, for example, like I once overheard that a person saying that, oh, I'm gonna make a romantic trap. And the person he was telling that to was like, there's no such thing. Like, if it's trap, it can't be nothing romantic. That's not the definition of trap. Like, trap is like, it has to be like some hard shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the fact that he's making like the trap and beat, is as you call it,
Drill and beat.
drill and
Drill
beat. You know, it's like a lane within its own. So that's dope that you forming your own lane, like,
Yeah,
for
'cause
your
these
own
drill niggas,
sound.
they still got emotion, nigga. They just hide that shit.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
I'm telling the whole thing. You can't tell a little bit. You gotta tell the whole thing, right?
Some ain't got nothing to lose.
So, Bongee, like, when did you start rapping?
Like 4 months ago.
4 months
Wow,
ago.
okay.
You're fresh in the game.
Okay.
So, what made you decide that, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna drop hot bars now, like.
So my brothers used to freestyle around me. I used to just hop on freestyle with them. They used to be like, yo, nah, you got balls, bro. Hop in the studio. I'm like, nah, you know, I ain't really had confidence in myself. So
Yeah,
feel me,
yeah.
one day I just wrote a song, went to the stu by myself. I ain't called nobody. Just went there, dropped the song, and everybody fuck with it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Feel me? I ain't gonna stop. I already started.
That's what's up.
Damn,
Yeah,
dope.
and that ended up bringing. Oh, you could you? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what ended up bringing me out, because I've been doing the music before longer than him, so I know a lot of the bumps he was gonna go around. Like, I know certain directors and how they trap you. I know better studio quality, all this different stuff, and like he didn't really have the best quality video, and
Yeah.
the best studio session. But
Yeah.
I looked at his video and I'm like, nah. This nigga is nice. This nigga got something.
talent
Like,
is
yeah,
there.
I heard it, and that's why I'm like, yo, I'm good at finding this shit, because like, I'm like, yo, I hear this shit. I'm like, nah, and that's where I I linked up with him. I'm like, yo, bro.
That's how you guys met?
No, we knew each other before that.
Okay,
But still,
okay.
like, this is how we just re-met with each other. You feel me? We didn't see each other in years. We just re-met.
So you
because
guys
he
like
started
knew
doing-
each other like from childhood?
Yeah, from childhood, yeah. But
Okay.
He started doing, once he started doing music and shit, now I'm just like, you feel me? I looked at that shit, and you feel me? I'm like, yo, this nigga is dead ass spit. I'm like, yo, and a lot of people around me, they like, they don't see it because they just looking at the video and the sound of the quality. But I'm like, nah, this shit is fire, right? And everybody was talking until me and him did the Gelato Freestyle. We did a live freestyle at Ramen Studios to it too, and his part was shit was fire, bro. You feel me? Like niggas is going crazy. So
Yeah.
there's only way more to come. We just playing around right now.
See, and I think that's a big part of the game is like knowing how to package it the right way. You feel me? Because there's a lot of people who don't get marketed right, and you can't see their talent shine through because of it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's perfect. And shout out to you too for being like, you know, because I feel like overall there's a lot of dudes now that kind of just want to eat by themselves and are not ready to help their mans eat or just lend out that helping hand. Because even if you weren't helping him with anything, you could have just giving him advice on how to avoid the shit that you already went through. You feel me? A lot of people go through a lot of the shit they go through and they're like, fuck that, let somebody else deal with it because I had to go through it without giving each other a helping hand. And I think it goes back to what you were talking about before. You feel me? Like we got to pull each other out the mud. The communities we all come from, it's a lot of dog eat dog shit. You know, I think the only way we're really gonna progress is being able to help each other, give each other that helping hand, pull each other out of that bullshit to progress to do shit. Because like, I mean, I just bring this up because this is something we talked about a while ago. I never really thought myself as a creative person, and I feel like I've spoken to a lot of rappers who don't think of themselves as like creative people, but that shit is an art form.
Yeah.
That shit is an art form that not anybody can do, and it helps paint a picture of the reality that a lot of people live every day that people don't really get to see or hear about.
Damn, Stacks still plug with the fucking bars. Damn, Stacks just save some bars for later.
I love to see it, bro, because, you know, like, I think there's a lot more of that now. I feel like when I was coming up, it was like, fuck you, I'm going to do me. And, you know,
It's more
we saw a
dog
lot
eat
of
dog
people.
as opposed to collaborations.
Exactly. And that's the kind of shit that keep us at the bottom. You feel me? So I love seeing shit like that. I love to see people who are at an age like y'all that have a direction, because I could tell you, me personally, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do until I was like 28.
No, that's big facts. It was just a whole lot of gang shit back in the
Whole
day.
lot of bullshit.
Just a whole lot of gang shit.
Exactly.
That was it.
I'm definitely aware of that though. Like I don't only like just, I do a lot of studying. Like, you feel me? When I was living in Long Island, I had a lot of studying to doing shit. You feel me? And I'm just like, because I was like, a lot of people that lived in the city with me, they want to come that far because I moved to the suburbs and shit.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
of course.
one car an hour and shit driving on the block.
That's tough.
Yeah. So, anyways, I did a lot of studying shit, but before I started studying, I already knew that every man should have a life purpose. Every man, I want to put that out there. Every man should have a life purpose because without that, you fucked, because a lot of the problems stem from that.
Yes.
Because I realized when you know your purpose, even when you have problems, just knowing that one thing that you're gonna die for, like you already know what you want. Like it's like that's all these things are just obstacles to get there. You feel me? But every man should be on their life purpose. I really spread that.
I agree. I think that shit is super
That's
important.
a gem.
because
That's a gem.
If you don't know where you're going, you just driving that motherfucking car wherever the fuck it's going. And any detour, them obstacles become detours. And you're doing some bullshit over here for a couple of years. You're doing some bullshit over there for a couple of years. Like I said, before you know it, you about to hit 30. And then you're like, oh, I think I know what the fuck I want to do now. And you done started mad late. So shout out to y'all for starting, you know, especially, you know, Bongee fresh in the game still. And it seems like he's motivated really, like when you spoke a little bit about it earlier, about it being like real shit, like where you from, what you feel, the shit you do on a daily.
Yeah,
the
like
fucked
some
up
real
we
shit, you
see.
feel me? Like
That's the kind of shit that I feel like overall, a lot of us as minorities, we're not really taught to talk about how we feel, the shit that we go through. It's kind of like suck it up, be a man, and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
That's the shit that we taught. And I feel like that shit overall tends to fuck us up a little later in the future. Niggas be having like emotional problems, bullshit like that. So I think being able to identify that shit early, bro, honestly, I salute y'all. And I'm not even just saying that shit. That shit is important.
Hold on. God damn, Stack. Save some for later. That boy came with hot bars today, boy. Oof.
Oh, you got to give the credit where it's due, bro.
Nah, I'm glad you
Nah,
said
that
that
ass.
because a lot of men these days, like especially after like World War I, World War II, or like after the crack, when a lot of the crack era, with a lot of single mothers was there to raise their children and
Right.
stuff like that. We lost that man to man connection. You know, just seeing your father work on the farm. You know, seeing your father do stuff with tools and stuff like that. We lost that. So now it's more like we don't have that. Men, we don't come together with something. You see, like if you start a feminist movement, a lot of the females will rally behind that. A lot of men, our egos get in the way a lot. A lot of
I
bosses, they want to have female what's it called, assistants, because you know egos get in the way with certain things and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely, I respect what you're saying though, because men, we need to come together and express certain shit, because you know. Yo, if you going through something with your girl and shit like that, girls stick together. They gonna have their friend group.
Yeah.
You go to your guy friend group, they gonna be like,
Stop being a bitch. Shut up.
Yeah. Boom. You feel me? So
Yeah. Nah, I agree, bro. I agree. That shit is really, really important. I could definitely tell you, luckily for me, I was blessed. You know, I've had the same group of boys since 6th grade. And it's been 8 of us, bro, and still, that's 20 years in the books rocking through girlfriends, issues here, beef, all of that shit, bro. And it's like, overall, I was always happy that if I was going through some shit, I could go to my boys, we could light one up, we can sit, talk shit, what's going on. And it helps, even if they don't got solutions for you, talking about that shit helps you just deal with it, bro. But that shit is, mental health is important, man. Don't let nobody tell you that shit is not. Stop letting your grandfather tell you to be a man and shut up. All right? We moving past that shit. But overall, so I got a question for the both of y'all, which I like to ask a lot of like our musical artists that have been on here. Like if you had to say there was one, what was your biggest obstacle in getting to where you are today? Like with the music, period. What's the one thing that you feel like helped define and push you into that?
Either or.
Well, me, like, what pushed me into that is like, I'm not even gonna lie. I always wanted to do, like, I always been into music, like, and I always been doing it from a younger age. Like, I believe in the zodiac signs and all that other shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, you feel me? I'm a Pisces and shit, and I believe I've been intuitive. I always been working towards this stuff. So it's like, I knew I caught on to, I was already like doing certain shit earlier. Like I was already paying for my own shit, paying for like my own open mics, paying for this. I went to The Voice and shit. I lost. Yeah, I lost, but I went to The Voice.
But still, it's courage to do shit like that.
Yeah, I went to American
I've been
Idol.
putting in that work.
Yeah,
Damn,
exactly.
okay.
You feel me? But I learned certain things. So it's like this rap shit is like easy for me because it's like I really came from like singing is more discipline. There's more discipline to it.
Okay.
But there's discipline to it too. But I feel like it's more on the external. It's more on the external thing. It's more about external factors.
Mm-hmm. Like your image and shit like
exactly.
that. Okay.
When it comes to music, like singing, like you got to work on the inside, literally.
And I mean, you had the influence. You said your parents were.
Yeah, exactly. It was always around me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you, Bongee? Anything like any obstacle you face or something that kind of, besides what you said earlier? I know you said earlier somebody heard, but was there anything like that you feel like you had to overcome to really, really get you there?
I ain't feel like working.
I respect that shit. I fucking respect that shit.
Hey man, I feel it, man.
Yeah, I feel it too. I went to work at 7 a.m. today to then come here. So I feel that shit, dog.
So, can you talk to us a little bit about the Gelato Freestyle? How did that come about?
Oh, yo, all right. This shit was crazy, yo. I'm like, yo, I'm throwing, because I'm starting, like, James St. Patrick from Power. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be on that type of time. And so I'm starting, like, my own, like, nightlife entertainment. Okay. So, we have Label Vision. That's the name of our label. But I'm starting a nightlife party hosting, and it's called One Eye Entertainment. It's called One Eye Entertainment. We're gonna be throwing shows and stuff. So we threw our first show on 420.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, so it's already moving and grooving. It's not like an idea anymore.
We threw our first show on 420,
Okay.
and I told him to pop. I said, meet me there. Meet me at the show. Boom, boom. We met up. Boom. See, I was testing it. You know, like it's not about the music. It's about the consistency. Like he a stand up nigga. You feel me? I told him to come. A lot of people don't stick on their word. That's what
trust
you
me,
feel
we know.
And he came. He pulled up. So I'm like, I bet. Check. And a lot of people he was fucking with don't stand on their word too. So we was both just surprised that how me and him are so consistent.
Yeah.
That's what was. I was like, all right, now you take this shit as serious as me.
Yeah.
So
The commitment was there.
Yeah, and at first he was being shy with the shit, but I already know how he is. Like he really could dump. Like, so I'm like, yo. He was like, yo, I'm gonna show you what I got to it because I sent him the beat. He was like, I'm gonna show you what I got to it, but I don't know if I'm gonna spit it because it sounds better in the studio. I'm like, all right. We parked up at a hotel in the city. We went in the lobby, and I'm like, yo. I said, yo, I don't care if you don't spit your shit. I'm gonna spit my shit. I spit my shit, and then he just jumped right in. I'm like, I pushed him like, nah, what? I'm like, yo, you wildin'. That's crazy. We out.
That's what's up.
Oh, about Gelato Freestyle? Yeah. Like how it went about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How, like,
Like at least for you, like what was your experience like?
oh, yeah. He sent me the beat. He sent me the beat. I remember he sent something else, though, but I ain't really mess with it. But he sent this Gelato beat. I told him, yo, you done fucked up.
I was like, this is it right here.
I was like, you know you fucked up, right? It's my type of beat. It's my lane. I'm about to kill this beat. And then we linked up, but I ain't really mess with my part. Like, I'll make a song, but not like it. You feel me? Like, but other people will like it. But
Yeah.
I don't see it because I made the song.
Yeah,
you feel
I
me?
told you because you know you hear yourself speak
Yeah.
every day.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
why would
it
I
don't slap
be
like
Yeah.
that, you feel me?
Like it's, to you it don't slap, but other people like, yo, that shit is fire. But it's like, yo, you hear yourself speak every day. You've been hearing yourself speak for as long as you've been alive.
That's true. That's definitely true. And it's always hard to self-evaluate, too. I mean, I think you always the toughest on yourself. And I think when you see other people fuck with your shit or like, then that's when you like, all right. You're like, all right, maybe, you know, because sometimes, not that you need someone else's validation, but at the end of the day, you're making music to get you somewhere, to a comfortable point in your life because you love it, sure, but we ain't none of us doing this shit for free. Everything we doing is about trying to get a little bit of bread and express yourself. So you feel me? As long as the people are fucking with it, that's all that fucking matters.
This is your audience. You gotta create your
yep.
audience and expand it.
Yep.
You know, that's what it's about.
And it was kind of the same for us, bro. Like when me and him first started podcasting, we would sit here and look at each other. 10 minutes go by, we ain't said shit. And it's like, it's a learning experience. The same way I'm sure.
It takes time, man.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like to have that chemistry, to get out of your own way too. Because I feel like sometimes you get in your own way and you start doubting, oh, what if I sound dumb? Am I not good enough? And you get in your own way. So I think once you get out of your own way, bro, like you can really shine. Sometimes you need other people to show you how high you can fly, bro.
Yeah, you are your biggest. We are all our biggest enemies. Definitely,
Yes.
everything is our fault. I believe that, and I believe that. Yeah, it's crazy because I'm not really. I'm an introvert. I already know I'm not really an extrovert. So it's like, in business, I'm very smart and creative, and I know what to do. I know how to do this shit. But it's like, you can't get nowhere without a team. No matter what, you can't get nowhere without a team.
What's the name of your team?
Label Vision. Label Vision.
Shout outs to Label Vision, man.
That shit is good to roll right off. It already sounds like a fucking
Label
vision. Like you could say that on a track and it'll just flow. It's not like blah 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 ENT.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that's. I think, man. Honestly, bro.
Well, shout outs to the team, man. You already know.
Yo, that ass. I mean, you know how it is, bro. But I think. Go ahead.
Okay, no, yeah. So I just want to say, so other than the Gelato Freestyle, do you guys have any like projects or like any other songs you want the people to check out? Like this is your time right now.
Yeah, I just now dropped them. I dropped it before the Gelato Freestyle. I dropped from my whole tape. It's a 10-song tape. I shot the video for Understand Me. We shot it in Miami. That's the last video I just dropped. Before that, I shot some shit in my hood on my block, 39th.
Yeah.
Sicker Shit, and a Mary Poppins. That's the one that everybody fuck with. That's when I shot that with Street Heat, Tana and stuff like that. It was a big video and shit, and everybody fuck with that shit. After that was the single before dropping the tape.
Yeah.
So that was the song to get everybody and shit like that. hyped
Okay,
up.
okay.
So what's the name of the tape? So the people can check it out.
The name is Drillin' B.
Drillin' B.
Yeah, out on all platforms.
Dope. Make sure y'all check that out, man.
Yeah.
Shout out the artists out here putting in this work.
So would you say that this is kind of like your first like public track, Bongee? Like this is kind of like your coming out party. This one right here. This is my second track. Okay.
Tell them about your first one, bro.
Yeah, go tune into my first track, Bongee, I'm Too Wavy, out on all platforms.
There you go.
Okay. So can we look forward to more collabs in the future? I know. Are you working?
Well, what's the future looking like for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. Like, what's it called? Like, I could take this shit to a whole nother level, but I just had to focus on getting my crib and shit. Now I got my crib. Now I'm about to go back crazy, So it's like I can take this to a whole nother level. But I was playing around with him. You feel me? We was like playing around. You feel me? We dropped the free.
I'm going dumb.
Yeah, we dropped the freestyle.
That shit.
We dropped the freestyle and shit, but right now, me and him is about to get to work. You about to see consistency.
Yeah, and I think that's key, bro.
That's
That
key.
shit is
That's
everything.
key.
Exactly.
Consistency is everything because, like you said, without consistency, now I've been on the block sitting down for a fucking year doing nothing.
Exactly, because you change to different things. You can't stay
bro.
consistent at one thing.
Okay, so are we looking forward to like a solo tape from you, Bongee? You working on a project now, or you just trying to get your feet wet and see what's up?
Dropping the project at the end of the year.
Okay. All right. Fucking progress.
Yeah, I got another tape that's gonna drop at the ending of the year too, but I don't want to say the name. The name is I'm good at picking names. You see the Drillin' B?
I can tell.
Now, matter of fact, let me tell y'all the name. Let me tell you the name.
DP exclusive. DP exclusive.
Yeah, the name of the tape is gonna be Shawtown. Exactly. Gonna be
Dope.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You came up with the label name too?
Huh? Oh, your label vision. Yeah, me and my man Jason Laurie and
This man
shit.
he got a thing for fucking
Shout out your
naming
manager.
shit.
Shout out. What's his name?
Oh, Drox from Dirty First Management. Drox, yeah.
Shout out to your manager, Claro.
Absolutely.
The whole team.
He
Everybody
does.
has
He
put in
shout
that
out
work.
the team.
Yeah,
like
Drox.
he said, you don't get nowhere without it.
Yeah, Drox, Dirty First Management. Definitely shout out him. And Oscar Rubio, that's my Spanish friend. He owns the nightlife club with me.
Nice.
He
Dope.
owns it with me.
All right, so
Yeah,
you're working
so-
on a few different things. You're really
Yeah.
about to be on your James St. Patrick.
Yeah,
Jason
exactly,
Patrick
yeah.
shit. Oh, man, ghost.
Okay. I like that. So, all right. So, you know what? Here's another question I like to ask a lot of artists, right? If you weren't doing music, what would your career path be? If music was out of the question, what was plan B?
Real estate.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, me, like, it would be film. I'm very creative, so it would be like film. I would have did film. And also I got a new passion for like for self-help. I learned a lot of stuff through studying that I feel a lot of kids in my area, my age group, when I talk about it, they don't even have the capacity to hear what I'm saying. But I'm like, yo, if you understood the shit that I know, yo, I'm telling you. So it's like I wanna be like self-help to people. I wanna teach people about modern slavery as well too. I'll be like an activist on that, teaching people about that.
That's the
'Cause I feel like our blacks and Latinos, like I feel like we get told to get a job by our family.
Yep.
Get told to get a job, and that's completely wrong. When I go around my neighborhood, I see the Arab stores, and they're for generations they're creating generational wealth, having like stores on every corner, and they literally have their own business. They're teaching their son to have their own business. You have the Chinese food store that we just get so much from. Boom, boom. They have their own business, and they teach their family to have their own business.
How to run it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then you have the Italians, you have the pizza store. They teach themselves, boom, boom. There's certain things that everybody gets when they came here. And it's like us, we just got, get a job. So I want to change that whole picture for like blacks and Latinos. And if I could do that with my voice in the future, that's definitely what I want to do.
I like that. That's
Ooh,
key.
fucking
That's key.
bars. That boy Shaq came through with the bars today.
That's that knowledge,
bro.
B.
You 21? You sure?
Yeah, word. That's knowledge right there, man. That shit is everything, bro. It's true. Like he said, we get taught to go work for someone else, make them money, build them an empire, while we ain't got shit. You retire with nothing.
You guys are doing great. You guys are creating your own business right now. This right here could be $1 million business. I'm telling you.
That's why we're here.
Exactly.
That's why we're here.
All the
Same
way
thing
up.
with me and him.
We don't have to contract Shaw for some of our titles, B.
Claro.
This is already $1 million business. They just don't got it right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
I like
Give me
that.
some fucking.
Yeah.
Give me some shots for that. I like that.
All right, gentlemen. So with that being said, let's shout out your socials. On Instagram, where can the people find you, find your music? I know we said it, but let's just reiterate once again.
You can follow me on Instagram, The Real Bongee, YouTube, Bongee.
You can follow me on Instagram, Sha_the_artist. On YouTube, just type in Sha the Artist. Search up right there. And I'm on all platforms, Spotify, TuneCore, everything.
Dope.
Before we go though, I just gotta tell this story real quick. This real life story, because on the train over here, since he said Batman, on the train over here, this dude gets in the train with a Batman hat on, and this people been wilding in the trains. This is why I want to say this. Dude gets in the train with a Batman hat on, and there's the little seat in between the two, and he goes to squeeze in there. And doesn't say shit, like halfway falls on the nigga next to him. And the dude's like, yo, do you want me to move over? And he's like, nah, take your shit over there. I was like,
He definitely robbing him.
bro.
He's definitely robbing him.
The Dark Knight.
He's definitely robbing him.
I was
You
like,
trying to say a bar?
No, he's robbing him. Like his
I thought you
man.
trying to say Batman and Robin.
No, his sidekick, Robin. You gonna rob him, nigga?
bro. He told him to get up. He was like, yo, just take your shit over there. And the dude got up and took his shit. And as he was walking over, he's like, yeah, take your shit over there, pussy. I was like, bro, I'm sitting across from this dude dying, bro. I couldn't even hold it, and I'm cracking up. He's looking at me. I was like, well, you better pick the right person because you're barking up the wrong tree over here.
Nah, son, no. One thing I seen on the train, bro, there was like this light feet dancer, bro. And I kid you not, like, no homo, bro. This nigga was dead ass staring at me while he was getting light. Like, it's weird,
bro.
You know those fucking Febreze commercials, like where they be like they have the Febreze commercial, and the person is like, this nigga was getting light, and like he was doing so much different things with his body, flipping and stuff, but he just kept looking at me like.
But his head is like.
Exactly. He wasn't look, and he was smiling like.
Oh,
this nigga was
nah.
smiling. He was like, the nigga was smiling and something like, yo. Like, yo, nah, you would have to be there to see that shit. Shit was crazy, bro.
Bro, people are wilding on the train now, bro. People are definitely wilding on the train.